Folks, joining us now, going right into Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville. Mr. Tuberville, there you are, sir. Thank you for coming on the show. I'm sure you had a terrific time last night at the State of the Union message. One of the topics, can we continue this? These are two very smart, savvy economics people, John Carney and Nancy Tengler, talking about Biden's obsession with stock buybacks, number one, which in fact wind up going to pension funds and retirement funds of middle-income people, predominantly. A lot of rich people, middle-income people. Biden hates that. He wants to tax rich people even more, Senator. And the other thing I want to throw in is he wants to throw out non-compete clauses in employment contracts. Right, his Federal Trade Commission, you know, this woman, what's her name, something Khan, she loses every court case, you know, in her fight against business and capitalism. Why does Biden keep doing this, Senator? What does he think he's going to accomplish? It's the middle class that he's hurting.
Well, he was long on stories. He was long on stories last night, Larry, and short on facts. Of course, his solution, as y'all been talking about, is higher taxes and bigger government, and we don't understand that. Of course, that's the Democratic way. I heard y'all talk earlier that, and we've seen some facts just recently about the top 1% pays 50% of the taxes, the top 3% pays 97% of the taxes. But he wants to continue to tax everybody that's actually doing work, creating opportunity, prospering, making growth in our country, and it's absolutely insane. But, you know, he wants to kill the supply. He wants people out of work. He's paying more people not to work than ever before in our country. And if we don't get away with it, get away from that, we're going to hurt supply. It's going to kill. They're trying to kill demand. I think that's the biggest thing that they're trying to do. It's unfortunate. That's the opposite of the American way, and we need to stop it. And of course, I don't think we're going to be able to slow it down until we get some facts and get on top of this and get some of the Democrats to side with us and slow this thing down.
Senator, can I go back to your point about the work requirements, which is, I'm obsessed with work requirements. Biden's obsessed with rich people. I'm obsessed with work requirements because some estimates now, there are over 7 million able-bodied people who used to work but have gone on unemployment, and a good chunk of that is because they're very generous government benefits, you know, not just unemployment compensation, but various forms of welfare, housing subsidies, Medicaid, things of that sort. And no one seems to want to do anything. Democrats want, I was just reading, Biden wants to restore the full child tax credit, but they took the workfare out of that 2 years ago. So there's another, generous subsidy plan, which is essentially anti-work. So we got to start working it. We got to start talking up work. We got to start talking up the dignity of work and the economic growth aspects of work, sir.
Yeah, they want people to stay at home and take a check, Larry. You know that's what this is all about. And you know, we just got to make sure that we keep an eye on this labor participation rate, which in our country, Larry, is 62%, lowest it's ever been. We're behind Canada, we're behind Europe, we're behind Italy. They've got a much better labor participation rate than we do. So it's all about getting people to vote for them, playing Santa Claus, give them a check. But, you know, the American people, they want opportunity. They don't want a handout. And we need to continue to work on that. We need to make sure that we continue to sell that as Republicans. We need to get away from this free stuff. This is the North Pole up here. It's playing Santa Claus. So we need to get away from that.
Senator, last minute, please. Alabama is someplace near Arkansas. My geography is not fabulous, but I know they're near each other. What did you think of Sarah Huckabee Sanders' rebuttal last night?
I thought it was great. I thought she went straight to the point, talked about the problems, talked about the solutions. That's what I thought we would hear last night from President Biden, but he didn't want to talk about the problems. He wanted to talk about things he's going to continue to do, the direction he's going to continue to go. He really doesn't care about anything other than just getting his agenda done. I'm looking around trying to find out who's giving him all these directions. It is absolutely amazing that the there was not one solution last night to a problem. I was looking for a solution to the border. We didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about energy, very little. He did say we're at least going to have energy for 10 more years, fossil fuels, which
yes.
We all laughed about that. But, you know, it wasn't a very good speech. He was running for re-election last night, Larry. That was all it was about. He was pushing his agenda. I think he said 30 times, let's finish this out.
Yeah.
Let's get this finished. And so it was a campaign speech. It wasn't anything to do with getting the American people back on their feet and beating this inflation down.
I don't want him to finish. I must confess, I don't want him to finish, honestly. I'm a free market capitalist. It's the greatest system ever known to mankind. Senator Tommy Tuberville, appreciate your time, sir, as always.
Thank you.